Are you tired of spending all of that time in post-processing when you should be outside taking photos? Well, here's how OMSYSTEM's computational photography modes could reduce your post-processing time, improve your photos, and overall just make photography even more fun. In this video, I'm going to break down all of OMSYSTEM's computational photography modes, so let's get into it. So what exactly is computational photography? Well, this camera basically has a computer built inside of it. It's kind of a very smart camera, and other OMSYSTEM cameras also have these features as well. And what it does is combines multiple images so that you can get cool effects like long exposures, multiple exposures, and more. And this OM5 Mark II here actually has a CP button, which stands for computational photography. That way you click this and you turn on high-res shot mode, or use the dial to toggle between different computational photography modes as well. So you have easy access to that at any time. Starting off with number one, and this is one of my favorite computational photography modes, high-res shot mode. This is basically pixel shifting made easy. And what it does is moves the sensor around to take multiple photos, combining them and making a very high resolution result. And there are two modes of doing this with OM cameras. You can either go handheld or with a tripod. And with a tripod, you'll get even more megapixels out of these cameras. So it's pretty impressive that you're essentially getting a higher megapixel sensor out of any of these cameras, even when you're shooting handheld. So in the field, when you toggle on high-res shot mode and you're using this handheld, you hold down the shutter and it'll take multiple images of your scene. And then it automatically stitches those together right away so that you can get a very detailed result. This works well for landscape scenes where there's not a ton moving around in frame. And with a high resolution result like that, you can go ahead and print it, or you can crop in later in post. You guys want? You want some?
No.
It's really good.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, but I don't enjoy it.
Next, let's talk about live ND shooting, or live neutral density shooting. And this simulates real-life neutral density filters as if you had sunglasses on your camera. So this is perfect for waterfalls, streams, even streaking clouds, anytime that you want to take a long exposure to sort of smooth out anything that's in your scene. So it's pretty great that you don't have to carry around ND filters when you're out in the field, and you always kind of have one built in.
This looks so good.
Live GND shooting, or live gradual ND filter shooting, is similar to ND filters, except that you can apply it to just a portion of the image. So if you've got a portion of your image that's too bright, then you could apply that effect to there without affecting the rest of the image, allowing for a more even exposure.
This sound is like, we need one of these in the office.
Next, we've got focus stacking, and this is another one of my favorites because it's especially useful for landscape photography, and to combine all of those images in post-processing can really take a long time, so it's impressive that it can do it in camera. And what this is good for is if you're shooting macro photography with a shallow depth of field because the subject is so close, or really in any scenario where you can't get the entire scene in sharp focus because you don't want to go to a small aperture, which might introduce diffraction, and you don't want to open up all the way, which would give you a very shallow depth of field. So what this does is you'll take multiple photos just by holding the camera down, and it'll automatically shift the lens's focus plane across your entire scene, combine those all together for a very deep depth of field result. But it is worth noting that this isn't compatible with all OMSYSTEM lenses. Next, we've got HDR shooting, and this is high dynamic range shooting, especially useful in scenes that are very, very contrasty and you need to take multiple exposures to actually capture it. And this makes it really easy because it'll automatically capture stops beneath your average exposure and stops above your average exposure as well. When you combine all those together, you get a very high dynamic range result. You can also opt to have them separate and not have the camera combine them. That way you can merge them in post or choose the one that's your favorite. If somebody stops, saying, "What are you looking at?" I'm gonna say, "Oh, there's a cougar. There's a bear." And then we've got multiple exposure, and this is a really unique effect to use out in the field, and it combines multiple images, really just two. You've got one plate photo, and you could overlay that on your second photo as well, and it shows that overlay on the screen as you're doing it. It's giving postcard. Also found in the bulb function here, we've got two composite modes as well, live time and live composite, essentially letting you build your image and watch it build real time on your screen. The only difference is live composite lets you take a plate exposure first. That way you can add new light after and watch it build on your screen, whereas live time is similar to your traditional bulb mode, but you can watch it build in real time on your screen. Wow. Wow. But all in all of these modes make it even more fun to get out there and explore photography. But I'm curious, which of them is your favorite? Let me know in the comments down below. My name is Matt, and thanks for watching.